I'd like to call to order the, May 3rd, 2021 regular meeting of Gahanna City Council, and ask for the invocation and pledge by Madam McGregor.
Okay, thank you. Father God, we thank you for the lovely weather we've had this week, the good rains that help the plants grow. We ask for your wisdom for the decisions we make for the city. Bless and keep the men and women of our police and military forces. Amen. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Angelo?
Here.
Bowers?
Here.
Lyric?
Here.
Leesburg?
Here.
McGregor?
Here.
Renner?
Here.
And Schnetzer?
Here.
Thank you. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda this evening? Not appearing. Go to hearing of visitors. Do we have any visitor slips, Crystal?
No, we don't.
Okay. And the consent agenda. Is there a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Leesburg, seconded by Mr. Renner. Any roll call?
Leesburg?
Yes.
Renner?
Yes.
Bowers?
Yes.
Lyric?
Yes.
McGregor?
Yes.
Schnetzer?
Yes.
And Angelo?
Yes.
Motion carries. And item E, we have resolutions. We have resolution 0012-2021, a resolution of the Council of the City of Gahanna to recognize Air Quality Awareness Week, May 3rd through May 7th, 2021. Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved, Renner.
Moved by Mr. Renner. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Bowers. Any discussion?
Just briefly like to thank Councilwoman Angelou for working with me and bringing this forward from MORPC. So I appreciate that. And thank you, Mr. Renner, for moving to adopt this resolution.
It was my pleasure.
No further discussion. Roll call.
Renner?
Yes.
Bowers?
Yes.
Lyric?
Yes.
Angelo?
Yes.
Leesburg?
Yes.
McGregor?
Yes.
And Schnetzer?
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving to item F, ordinances for introduction and first reading.
Mr. Chair, I'll introduce the items under F.
Thank you. And item G, ordinances for second reading and adoption. We have ordinance 0022-2021, an ordinance authorizing an agreement with Taylor Industrial Park LLC for tax abatement for property located at 6579 Taylor Road, parcel ID number 025-000008, part of Community Reinvestment Area number 1. Is there a motion to adopt ordinance 2221?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Ms. Angelou, seconded by Mr. Leesburg. Any discussion? No discussion. Roll call.
Angelo?
Yes.
Leesburg?
Yes.
McGregor?
Yes.
Renner?
Yes.
Schnetzer?
Yes.
Bowers?
No.
And Lyric?
Yes. Motion carries. Correspondence and actions, Madam Clerk
We have none.
and Council. Representatives, the Community Improvement Corporation, Mr. Leesburg.
Yeah, nothing this evening. Thank you.
Ohio Regional Planning Commission, Mrs. Angelou.
Thursday is the executive committee, and a week from Thursday will be our meeting for May. That's all I have.
Thank you. Convention and Visitors Bureau, Mr. Leesburg.
Yeah, Herb Day was held on Saturday. And it was a great turnout. Plant sale was very successful. There were over 20 vendors present, and they seem very happy with the turnout. The handful of plants that are still left for purchase at the Herb Center. There's been a third page ad promoting Gahanna was placed in Experience Columbus in their spring and summer visitors guide. We're in the middle of Urban Restaurant Week until May 8th. 13 different locations around town featuring urban fused entrees, drinks, and desserts this week. I believe they've got a new spring passport also for the Herb Cocktail Trail. You can find the list of participants at visitgahanna.com and on Visit Gahanna's Facebook page. Let's see. Other than that, the music lineup for Creekside Blues and Jazz will be announced soon. The dates for this year's Jazz and Blues and Jazz Fest is September 17th to the 19th, and that's all I have tonight.
Thank you. And School Board, Mr. Schnetzer.
Nothing at this time. Thank you.
Moving to item J, official reports, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Just a couple of things to pass along to you. Over the past week, we have been fielding multiple calls from residents with regard to delays in pickup of recycling and trash by Rumpke. As many of you know, we are part of a consortium with other Central Ohio communities. We participate in that service for them with Rumpke or under contract with them. The delays that we have been experiencing are not unique to Gahanna. They are actually regional. And anybody who's in the consortium is having these problems right now. Ours, because we are at the beginning of the week, aren't maybe as bad as some who are later in the week, but the delays really are caused by multiple factors. With everybody being home for COVID, there's an increase in the amount of trash and recycling that's happening. It's springtime. There's extra amount of yard waste and really just labor shortage. And Rumpke right now is offering, if you know anyone who's looking for a job, they are offering some really impressive signing bonuses and impressive hourly rates for new employees. They're also giving bonuses and raises to the existing employees just to try to keep them on board too. But Rumpke is working hard. They're advertising right now, investing in a campaign to try to hire workers. So again, we know with our residents, they're frustrated that their trash and recycling are being picked up a few days late. We're just going to ask everybody for some patience to understand that this isn't just us. It's Gahanna. It's not just Gahanna. It's multiple other communities. So if you should hear of any concerns or complaints raised by your residents, please assure them that we know we're in a daily contact with Rumpke. Dan Wilson, the operations manager, talks to them sometimes multiple times a day. If you have a resident who complains that they have not had their trash or recycling picked up, the best thing to do is have them call utility billing, and they will create a list, and then we turn around and give the list to Rumpke, and Rumpke will come back and get that in another day. Sometimes streets gets missed because what happens is the trucks get fuller quicker, which means they only get through maybe half a route they would have normally. Then they have to go back and empty it, and sometimes streets get overlooked. So that is happening. We know about it. We're working with Rumpke. The entire consortium is working with Rumpke. So just wanted you to be aware of that. Also, I mentioned, I think last week, want to pass along again to you, we are looking for people for summer jobs, for parks and recreation. Lifeguards, camp counselors especially are positions that we need to fill. All of those positions are listed under Find a Job on Gahanna.gov. Again, if you know of an enterprising young adult who is looking to make some extra money for college or just to spend some time at WITS, we have opportunities for them, and we want to open our pools, we want to open our camps, but we need to be able to staff those. So again, I know flyers have gone out thanks to our school, Gahanna Jefferson Schools, for passing that out through Peach Jar. Flyers posted on our, I think, social media pages, information available on the website. So please help us to share that information with the community. We want to welcome aboard Vinny Camacho. Vinny started last week as our new project inspector, and we immediately sent him out and got him to work. So I'm sure at some point you'll have an opportunity to meet him, but we welcome him to our team as well. Thank you to Councilwoman Bowers and Angelou for the air quality awareness. There are actually multiple proclamations attached under the mayor's report. One for, I have a proclamation for Air Quality Awareness Week. Also one for Gahanna Herb Week, because we are the herb capital of Ohio. And in talking with somebody at Herb Day on Saturday, I realized that next year will be the 50th anniversary of our designation of that status. So big party coming for Gahanna next year to celebrate that. It's also National Small Business Week, so it's a great opportunity to support our locally owned businesses, our small businesses that really are the foundation for our economy here in Gahanna. And it's also Public Service Recognition Week. So we will be recognizing our public service members, team members here in a special way this week for all of the work that they do, whether it's snow plowing in the winter or taking care of water main breaks or fixing our streets in the summertime. Those guys are always hard at work, and we appreciate them. We'd also like to thank Visit Gahanna and the Ohio Herb Center staff for a great Herb Day event. It wasn't quite the same event that we've had in the past. It looked a little bit different, but geez, it was great to feel some sense of normalcy and to see people out and about and buying their herbs and interacting with the vendors. And it was a beautiful day. And it just felt so good to start having something return that we're used to seeing. And finally, for my last point of conversation, congratulations to our 2 Gahanna-Lincoln High School grads who are now members of the NFL. Jonathan Cooper, I say Coop, but that would probably not sound really good, and Cameron Cheeseman. Just thrilled for them, and again, continue to make Gahanna proud with what our young folks are able to accomplish as they continue to move on in their careers. So even though it's, not my Steelers or the Browns, we'll watch them anyway. So congratulations to them, and I am finished. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you. Mr. Malarski.
I don't have anything further to add. I see there was an executive session. I'm assuming I'm not needed. Would you like me to stick around just in case? I can do whatever you prefer.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's all I have then. Thank you.
All right. Moving to council comment, Mrs. Angelou.
Well, Mayor, my first thing was going to be Jonathan Cooper and Cameron Cheeseman. I mean, this is from our Gahanna football players. I mean, it's just terrific that we have somebody in the NFL, and they can always be moved to the Browns or the other thing in Pennsylvania.
Did you see what Jonathan Cooper did on draft day when he got drafted? There's a great tweet. He actually went out and was playing football with kids in the neighborhood. It was awesome.
I saw that too on Facebook, and they came in. He went outside, and all these little kids were running up to him. Oh, brought me tears to my eyes. Just wonderful things happening in our city. I have nothing tonight other than that.
Thank you. Ms. Bowers?
Yes, thank you. I apologize for the technical difficulties I'm having on my end. I'm trying to, let me just say I'm be grateful when we're back in chambers and not having to balance trying to manage this from home. I have submitted my my constituent report for the month of April. I had a great month, had an opportunity to learn a lot through the month of April. Specifically, there's been a lot of discussions on affordable housing and regional housing needs, and specifically some things that we as policymakers can do to help support our community. I attended a legislative roundtable. I believe the mayor and her staff were there as well, hosted by Senator Herschel, Ohio Municipal League, and presented by Herschel Craig and Senator Craig and Representative Gerals and Crawley. Other than that, I will just reference my report. I apologize for the background noise tonight, and congratulations to the two NFL draft picks. I don't know Mr. Cooper, but I do know Cameron's mom and dad, and they couldn't be a nicer family. So congratulations.
Thank you. Mr. Leesburg.
Nothing further to add.
Mr. Renner.
I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
Mr. Schnetzer.
Nothing to add. Thank you.
Mr. McGregor.
Nothing tonight.
I will have it be quick then. I will make a note that there are questions that continue to come up with regard to the tax suit, and it's unfortunate, the whole situation. But as we move forward and the city continues to continue to improve its situation and we get out of that historical challenge, I'm sure things will continue to be better. With that, I will ask for an executive session. Hold on one second. Lost my agenda here. To go into executive session under authority of 5.40A of the Council Rules of Procedure to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against the public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual, unless the public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual requests a public hearing. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Leesburg. Is there a second?
Second, McGregor.
Moved by Mr. Leesburg, seconded by Ms. McGregor. Is there any discussion? Roll call?
Leesburg,
Yes.
McGregor,
Yes.
Renner,
Yes.
Schnetzer,
Yes.
Angelou,
Yes.
Bowers,
Yes.
Lyric.
Yes. Motion carries. Just need counsel and the clerk, and I think that'll be all. There will be no action coming out of this, I don't expect. And there is an executive session on the calendar that we can hop over to. And I don't expect it.